Hey, deep divers. Ready to dive into something that could put some serious cash back in your pocket?
I'm talking thousands of dollars.
Thousands. That's right. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Doge dividend.
Which everyone's been buzzing about.
They're calling it a dividend, a rebate, even a stimulus.
But what is it really?
Well, first things first, Doge is this big plan to cut government spending, like a lot of spending.
$2 trillion.
2 trillion. And get this, they're saying they'll give 20% of whatever they save right back to us.
To American households?
So if they actually hit that $2 trillion goal.
Which is a big if, of course.
Of course. But if they do, and they stick to their plan to give it to 79 million households.
That's their current estimate for eligible households.
Right. We could be looking at a $5,000 check.
Per household.
Per household. That's not per person.
No, this isn't one of those crazy internet rumors.
Yeah, I saw some people saying it was $5,000 per person, or even like $88,000.
Got to be careful with those internet rumors. Always double check the facts.
For sure. So, okay, even if they only save half of that $2 trillion, we're still talking about a potential $2,500.
Which is still a lot. Imagine what you could do with an extra $2,500.
Pay off some debt, maybe.
Invest it.
Treat yourself to something nice. So how are they planning to save all this money anyway? Why are they even looking to make cuts?
Well, they're taking a pretty broad approach, looking for inefficiencies across the whole federal government.
Okay, but like specifics, give us some examples.
One big area is streamlining government agencies, cutting down on administrative costs.
So like less bureaucracy.
Exactly. There are tons of overlapping departments and programs they could combine or make more efficient.
Makes sense. What else?
Well, they're also looking at using technology more.
To like automate stuff?
Exactly. A lot of government systems are outdated and expensive to maintain. Automating things could save a ton of money.
So less waste, more bang for our buck. I like it. Anything else?
They're also looking at changing how the government buys things.
You mean like office supplies and stuff?
Well, everything. It's called procurement, and it's a huge part of government spending.
I bet.
If they can make the process more competitive and transparent, they could save billions.
Wow. Okay, so it sounds like Doge is really trying to cover all the bases here, looking for savings everywhere.
Yeah, it's a pretty ambitious plan, and these changes won't happen overnight. It'll take time.
I mean, $2 trillion is a lot of money.
It is. But think about the payoff. If they hit their goal, that $5,000 Doge dividend could be life-changing for a lot of families.
For real. What would you do with an extra $5,000?
Pay off some debt, maybe.
Start a college fund for your kids?
Take a vacation. The possibilities are endless.
It's like you pay your taxes, and then you get a bonus when the government saves money.
Exactly. It makes everyone want the government to be more efficient.
And responsible with our money.
Right. And remember, this dividend isn't just a one-time thing. If Doge keeps finding ways to save money,
Those dividends could keep coming back.
year after year, it could be like a whole new stream of income.
That's wild. So it's not just about getting a check. It's about having a government that actually works for us.
Absolutely. And speaking of working for us, how can people keep track of what Doge is doing? Make sure they're actually saving money.
Yeah, we don't just want to take their word for it.
Right. You got to stay informed. Pay attention to the news.
From, like, reliable sources, though.
Exactly. And keep an eye out for official reports from the government.
Are they going to, like, send us updates?
They'll be publishing reports on their progress and how much they're saving. You can probably find them online.
So if you want to see that Doge dividend in your bank account, do your research.
Stay informed.
And make your voice heard.
This is your money we're talking about. You have a right to know what's happening with it.
It's like this whole Doge thing really shows how important it is to be involved, not just voting, but like actually knowing what's going on and speaking up about it.
Totally. The Doge dividend is a great example of how people can actually influence what the government does. If we stay informed and engaged, we can make sure this plan actually benefits us, all of us.
So to recap, Doge is trying to cut $2 trillion from the federal budget.
And the more they save, the bigger our potential dividend.
Thousands of dollars, folks.
And it could be a recurring payment as long as they keep finding savings.
So while we wait and see how it all plays out, what can people do to get ready for that potential Doge dividend? Any tips on how to use that extra cash wisely?
That's a great question. I know it's tempting to think about spending it right away, but there are some smart moves you can make to really get the most out of it.
Like what? Spill the beans.
Well, first off, if you've got any high-interest debt, like credit card debt,
Ugh, credit card debt. The worst.
paying that down should be your top priority. Yeah, it's like you're just throwing money away every month on interest.
So getting rid of that debt would free up so much more money in the long run.
Exactly. Okay, another option is to invest that money.
Even if it's not a ton of money.
Even a little bit can grow a lot over time, especially if you start early.
I've heard that. Compound interest and all that.
Exactly. And if you're not sure how to get started with investing, there are tons of resources out there.
Like what? Where should people look?
You can find stuff online, there are workshops, you could even talk to a financial advisor.
So pay off debt, invest it. What other smart moves can people make with their Doge dividend?
Well, you always want to have a good emergency fund.
For a rainy day,
Exactly. You never know what life's going to throw at you.
car breaks down, unexpected medical bill.
Having some savings set aside can really help you weather those storms.
That's true. Okay, so we got paying off debt, investing, building up an emergency fund. Anything else?
Well, don't forget to enjoy some of it, too.
Oh yeah, gotta have some fun.
It's important to celebrate your wins. Treat yourself to something nice.
Maybe a little vacation with that Doge dividend money.
Maybe. The point is, you worked hard for this, so enjoy it.
I like that. So, okay, let's sum this all up. Doge is all about making the government more efficient.
Cutting waste, finding savings,
And if they succeed, American households could be getting a nice little bonus,
potentially thousands of dollars.
and it could be a recurring thing.
As long as Doge keeps finding ways to save money.
So it's not just about the money.
It's about having a government that actually works for the people.
It's about being informed and engaged.
Making sure your voice is heard.
So, deep divers, there you have it, the Doge dividend.
A chance to benefit from a more efficient government.
And maybe even get a little extra cash in your pocket.
So stay informed, stay engaged, and start thinking about how you can make the most of this opportunity.
Great advice. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.
See you next time.